We've got Mark Beard with us today, helping us do the interview. How are you, Mark?
Yeah, I'm very good, thank you.
Good, mate. Yeah, good. Last game of the season. You know, how do you think? How do you think it's going to be? Like, is it because it's quite warm, quite humid? Scunthorpe are down. Is it going to be like end of season game? Do you feel or what?
No, that's exactly what we don't want. We don't want it to be like a run-of-the-mill game, a nothing game. So the gaffer's already put the message out to the boys, we're here to win and we want to win convincingly. Put a show on for the crowd, the Dorking wander his way, go for it from the first minute. We know they're in a bad place at the minute, but again, it's one of them games for them, Scunthorpe. They know they're down, they're probably a lot of the team will be going into the season, so the mindset of them isn't great at the minute, so we've got to take advantage of that. But if we don't, then it could become one of them games that will make it hard for ourselves. So from minute one where we want to put a show on for the fans and then give them a great show to go away for 8 weeks, making them wanting to come back next season. So that's the aim of today.
Definitely. Well, this lot has only won one game away. I know that doesn't mean much nowadays, but they've only won one, and their record's not great. And obviously, like you say, they've gone down. But over the season, I know you're ex-pro, professional. You play from top teams. You've been managed a lot. You've been with a lot of good managers. But have you learned anything in this league this season? And what if you have? What have you learnt?
There's loads you learn. You learn like the quality of it, how good it is. And I think I learned that last year at Stockport as well. Like you come into it knowing that we've got some good players at Stockport, but then you could go play a Barnet and lose 2-1. So you realise anyone can beat anyone on their day. The biggest thing now is like over the years it's completely changed. Like if you think about when Dorking played Bromley here, Stockport here a few years ago, Barnet, turned them all over. Yeah. Even in that space of the 2 years from them games, it has completely changed. The manager, because of all the analysis now, you could get all the teams' games on Wire Scout. There's some really good up-and-coming managers and some experienced managers as well. So we found that there's no easy game. Everyone's got a really good structure. Teams are playing different formations. So you always got to be in touch. You've always got to keep evolving ourselves, and that's us as a management team as well. And yeah, we've learned on the job as it's gone on. And personnel obviously is really important. You need athleticism in this league and a bit of experience as well, and just getting that mix of the both. But a great season, one we've all enjoyed. There's been some ups and downs like you do in most season. The club's used to winning, so it's been a bit something new, especially for Mark and a few of the other coaching staff who've never been down this end of the table before. So it's something that we've had to get to grips with, and I think at the end of the day you could call it a successful season, the fact that we stayed up and with 3 games to go, and we've given a good account of ourselves all season.
Oh, definitely. I think it's been a superb season. You know, if someone said you'll be in 15th place in the last game of the season, I think we'd have snapped their hands off, wouldn't we?
Yeah, 100%. Listen, at the start of the season we were saying we'd like to be in the playoffs and do this, but I think come 2 months ago and we were struggling with results, like if you was going to say, everyone would probably said it's going to go down to the wire, but it hasn't, which thank God, because imagine going into today needing something. And they're always horrible games, but we're here to win today, put on a good show for the fans and sign off in style.
Bit of a difficult question, but would there be anything you would change this season that as a management team and as a team, as a club, would you have thought, yeah, I would have done that different?
Sometimes just on ourselves, just the preparation could be different at times. There's a point in the season where we wasn't doing great, and maybe we went from making it the training intense and sharp, but not enough tactical stuff. So as the season went on, we realised we had to do more tactical stuff. So that's as one of the head coaches, I've got to take responsibility for that. So and just taking teams for granted as well. Sometimes you just think you're going to win this game. A little bit like the Akron game the other week. Just thought, they're not in a good run. They can't really go up or down. And we're 2-0 down in 8 minutes. So maybe our mental preparation with the players being a bit too relaxed. So not coming off it. You have to be professional at all times. And I think the last thing is just looking at players, picking right players for the right games, and like you're playing against a Langstaff, you're gonna have to have someone quick and mobile up against him. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So sometimes it may not just be the players in form. You're looking at players who could do a better job against certain players in the league. So, but overall, as I say, it's been a great learning year for us all.
Definitely. So if we win today, we'll probably end up as the highest team from the promoted teams, which is a great achievement, isn't it?
Yeah, it just shows you how hard the league is. Everyone that's come up has really struggled. You've got the boys who come up down from last year, like your Oldhams and that, and really taken time to adjust. So it just shows you the quality of the division. Obviously, with the Wrexham boys taking over a couple of years ago, it's really magnified the league as well. And I think it's been a fantastic season. I turned on the radio after Wrexham got promoted, and it's the main headline news on Radio 1. Internal Capital's on that main headline news that they're talking about this league, which is fantastic. And for Dorking as well, and for the gaffer, it's been a great first season in terms of everyone loves us. Like every club you go to, there are people wanting his autograph and photos of him and the players after the game. Clapping us off the other week, Wealdstone, which never happens. Wealdstone and all these spit leaders have come off, but they're clapping us for the season we've had, which is brilliant.
Yeah. So last game of the season, like I say. So what's your summer plan for? How long do you have off? Do you still, because you're in charge of all the coaching side of all the ages, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm not in charge of the younger ones. I just go and help out, do fit sessions with some of the younger teams. Probably next week, go sit down with the Turks and go through pre-season plans, the schedule. But we've also got injured boys like Briggsy, Jules coming back from injury. So I'm going to be coming in during the summer because Steve Allen's going to be doing clinics with them. So they do a bit of rehab work, and then I'm going to come in and train them. So I'll be keeping busy. Then I've got 10 days in Marbella with the family. And I'll try to get away somewhere else. I might go Lake Como with Mark Bircham, go watch a game out in Italy.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, thanks very much for your time, mate. It was great. Well, I know you well, but it's good seeing you this season, and well done.
Thank you.
Well done to everyone. Cheers, buddy.
Top man, mate. Thank
Cheers.
You. Cheers, boys.